We never know how high we are till we are called to rise. Emily Dickinson. My barn having burned down, I can now see the moon. Mizuta Masahide. Men are greedy to publish the success of their efforts, but meanly shy as to publishing the failures of men. Men are ruined by this one-sided practice of concealment of blunders and failures. Abraham Lincoln. We may encounter many defeats, but we must not be defeated. That sounds too goody two-shoes, I know, but I believe that a diamond is the result of extreme pressure and time. Less time is crystal, less than that is coal, less than that is fossilized leaves, less than that and it's just plain dirt. In all my work, in the movies I write, the lyrics, the poetry, the prose, the essays, I am saying that we may encounter many defeats. Maybe it's imperative that we encounter the defeats, but we are much stronger than we appear to be, and maybe much better than we allow ourselves to be. Maya Angelou. So it's the third here is the Abraham Lincoln one that you want me to comment on?
If you want to.
Sure, well, you know, I was surprised to come across that Lincoln quote, but I agreed with it so wholeheartedly that it could have been the sole epigraph, if not for wanting to show a range of individuals who had also meditated on the topic to remind us of the global nature of this interest. In the 19th century, I think it was a moment where people were trying to understand how it is that we become in a more public way. There are many talks about sort of self-improvement and things of that kind. And as such a titanic leader and orator, I was just struck by his comment that we are ruined by this one-sided practice of concealment of blunders and failures. I felt that way when I looked out kind of on the sea of books and ideas that were out there that were impacting me, and found that the one thing that we're never taught, the one thing that you can never really learn by reading a book or even looking at someone's interview of, say, an iconic figure, is how it is that someone gleaned advantages from their failures. Oftentimes they're irreplaceable gifts that come from that experience that would never have come from success alone. And I agreed that we are ruined by this one-sided practice. You know, I wrote this book in part because when I failed at failing, right? So I felt that it was, in a way, the thread that could unravel everything else. So I wanted to remind us of how long we've thought this. Over 150 years have passed since he said this, and we are still concealing this story. I hope in this book I've offered one tiny kind of drop into the ocean of more meditations on this topic to come.